Hi, I'm gonna set up the CLI proxy and connect it with the Google account and also choose it inside of the coding agent and also inside of the T3 code. So to get started with CLI proxy, you have to just type the CLI proxy GitHub. Now it should see a first link CLI Proxy API, and in there, if you are on Windows, then it's easy for you to download the easy CLI Proxy API because it's easy to customize it here because it provides a GUI interface where you can customize everything, and it's easy to set up. As you can see, the UI will look like that. So to install it on your system, go to the releases tab. As you can see, it is updated 20 hours ago, so click on here and download it according to your system. For example, these two are the updates. Don't try to install these if you haven't installed it. So the thing that you have to install, for example, I am on Windows and I have Intel processor 64-bit, so I'm going to install it. This is the 27 MB full version, and these two are the updates because if I have the install the CLI proxy and I have updated version, then I will install these. So when installing these, I will be able to update it, but I haven't installed, so I'm going to install this, and I already installed it and set up. It will going to be a zip file, so I'm going to show you how it will look like. So it will be like this: is CLI proxy API and ending with the zip. So you just have to extract it. WinRAR and extract here. After extracting, you will find this setup, and you just have to click the easy CLI proxy API and run it. Now, as you can see, this is the interface. It will tell you the runtime control, that if it is it running or not. Status is installed, so the CLI proxy is installed. So the runtime is not running, and these are some of the information. So if I click on the start, it will start running, and you will find the API URL in here and also the API key. So just go to the version management. You will see some of the version details, and these are some of the advanced settings that you can do. So when I go to the OAuth, I have all of these subscriptions that I can use. For example, if I have Google Antigravity account, then I can use this to sign up to the Google Antigravity and the other providers as well. For example, the Codex, Claude, and XAI, the Rock, so and the Kimi one. So if I try to install it with the Google Antigravity, so I just have to click on this and just select the account, and it will the auth will be completed. So these are the API access as well. If you want to add any API key, you have to just click on here and put all the API keys one by one. So it will use all of these API keys, and the models automatically switch between them. So this is another good way. And you can see this is the alternative to the 9 router, but it's for generally for the CLIs. You can see it, you can customize everything. If you want a dedicated video on that of how you can set up the APIs, then I will make a video on it, and how you can do all of these settings and set up the API as well. So you can see the usage. I have used and tried it before, and you can see the everything is working and the success rate is 100%. So after installing and running there, go to the agents tab, and you can use this in all of these agents. For example, if I have a Pi installed, then I have to click on the first install the Pi and then click on the apply configuration. It will give me all the models I have. And for example, if I have this open code, it will show me all the Google Antigravity models. So I have to click on the apply configuration. After that, I just have to click on the start open code. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to click on the apply configuration. It will take some time. Now the settings have been applied, so I have to click on the start open code. As you can see, the Gemini 3.6 Flash I is already is the default model, and the provider is the easy CLI Proxy API. So I'm going to send some of the command and see if works or not. So it will be using my Google AI Pro subscription. As you can see, it is giving me the response. Or if I go to the models, and these are all the models I have from the easy CLI proxy. Also, I will see other models if I have set up the cloud subscription, if I have a cloud subscription, and also if I have the OpenAI subscription. So you will see all of these model, and you can use all of these subscription inside of the one CLI. And this is the benefits of that. And now, as I have promised, I am going to use this inside of the Pi. So I have not the Pi installed, but the I have Atomic, that is the wrapper of the Pi. So everything will work inside of that S2. So if you show you the Pi setup, you just have to install the one extension from the Pi. Just go to the pi.dev and then to the packages, and now go to the search filter packages and type this. Just type the CLI proxy provider. I have put the two L, so I'm going to remove the one L from here, and now it should find us the correct extension. As you can see, it has found, and make sure the username is at router for Pi. So this is the official Pi extension for the CLI Proxy API. Just copy the entire command and paste into your terminal. This is how it will look like. So after installing, you just have to run the Pi. So I have a alternative Atomic install, that is the wrapper of the Pi. So I'm going to show you how you can log in. You can see this is the same like Pi. It is showing me the 9 router status. So I just have to on the slash login and then choose a subscription, and you will see I have already configured the CLI proxy. So you have to click enter, then provide the, as you can see, this is the default base URL. So I'm going to click enter, and you just have to provide the CLI API key. You can find the CLI API key if you go to the easy CLI proxy API client, and you will see the API in here. You just have to copy it and then paste it inside of here, and after that you can just hit slash models, and just you will find the, you can see I have all these models showing me inside of it. So if I choose flash extra low, 3 point flash low, and just going to send some message, you can see it is responding me, also giving me the all the necessary information, for example context window, input output tokens. So this is how you can use it. And the one last thing, how you can use these inside of a GUI like T3 code. So I'm going to close this, and I have set up the open code with the T3 code. So if you come to here, you can see I have already the open code, and if I open the T3 code alpha version, by the way, this is the latest version of the T3 code, so you don't have to worry about that I am using any alpha version or any extra version. Now it is opening. So go to the settings and then to the providers, and you will see this is the open code. I have enabled the open code, and it is now for showing the not found, but if you wait 1 to 2 minutes, it will detect that the new models have been added, so it will going to be detecting that. Also, it is showing me the previous models that it detected. You can see it as the list of all the models inside of the open code. So you can see it is saying the authenticated open code 3 upstream providers. Yes, that's correct. I have 3 upstream providers set up. One is the 9 router, one is the default open code models, and one is the CLI proxy models. So if I go back and select this, and you can see all of these models are appearing. So if I search for the CLI proxy, I'm going to search Gemini model, so it should show us Gemini 3 point flash low and also have the Gemini 3.6 flash high. So I'm going to send something. Noticing that it's working. So also one thing to note that you have to make sure that this is running. The runtime control should be at the running state. You can see it is responding me, hello, how I can I help you. So this is how you can use it inside of the T3 core, inside of the open code, and also inside of the PyCoding agent. So also if you want a full setup of how you can use the API key and how you can set up the custom connection, then let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching the video, and goodbye for now, and have a nice day.